Hey everyone, it's Garrison here, and welcome back to the Patreon, or the channel where we're currently watching from. And today, finally, I'll be doing my first listen / full-on album review to NINE.i's third mini album titled New Mind. Now, I gotta say right away, NINE.i has been that special group for me, honestly, when it comes to their title track so far. And I think that's due to their member Vaughn, and of course the producers from Sweet Tune, the collective, and all that's just hitting all the right spots and places for me in terms of their songs. Their choruses go crazy, their melodies are especially so memorable and all. And I remember when I first checked them out, I was like, oh, this boy group is very electrifying in terms of their energy, all 9 of them. But aside from that, I haven't dived into their discography yet, and I've been meaning to, so why not start off with their latest release, New Mind, that had Turn It Off, still in the rotation and all, and check out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brand new B-sides. I know we're in for a ride, seeing Vaughn pretty much all over this third mini album. We love to see it. But aside from that, everyone, let's just dive into this album review now. Alright, so the first song we have here is titled Hana 1. Now, I'm seeing Vaughn and Boombastic in the works for this song. We love to see it, everyone, with Vaughn. And honestly, so far from what I've heard from Vaughn, I really love what he's been providing in terms of all the title tracks that I've heard from NINE.i. Now, in terms of Boombastic, huge familiar name personally for me, because Boombastic has worked with many of my favorites. We're talking about Memory by Azawan. That's right. I think another song, Pink Blusher, if I recall correctly, by Azawan. Dandelion by AB6, one of my favorite B-sides still to this day by AB6. A-Pink's Moment, another special song I've got to admit. So I'm either predicting a very light and sweet song, or something that's gonna get me slightly sentimental or in my feels, considering that Boombastic is in the works for this particular song. But let me bring it up here right away in terms of the lyrics. Keep in mind, color-coded lyrics can be misleading, or of course, as per usual, there can be some loss in translation, but let's go. Ooh. Piano here, radio sounds. 9 pieces of yourself. Aww. Sharing feelings between each other. These lyrics are so beautiful though. Okay, where's this headed though? Oh my goodness. The vocal work is so angelic, ethereal-like. Love the guitar work and the lights in sound instrumentation. Jiho. Verse 2. Ooh, the plucks here in the back. Oh my goodness. This song is like getting me a bit in my feels, yet it just feels like I've been with this boy group for 10 years already, you feel me? I'll become the reason you can run. Oh, beautiful. So beautiful. Give me the courage to express myself. Oh. Yo. This is crazy, okay? We're not even at the tip of the iceberg, well, personally for me, in terms of NINE.i's discography, and we're on the first song, and y'all got me, you know, so watery in the eyes area and all, but like, that sort of like meaningful connection of 9 of them at the start there, with the first verse being so meaningful, and like all 9 of them pretty much being as one together. This is we, you know, us together. And that kind of correlation about like self-expression, right? Self-expression and expressing themselves. I'm gonna have to connect a little bit more of the dots as we go into the second go through and try to, you know, hold it together and all, but that kind of connection, absolutely beautiful. The melodies are beautiful in this song. I love the post-chorus with "will be the one." It really resonates with me in my mind, like it sticks there. And then once we get that verse 2, slightly contrasting, adds more depth and texture to the song. And then later on, we get the bridge where we get this la 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 la, the sing-alongable moment, right? That brings every one together, you know what I'm saying? Emphasis on the titling of the song, Hana, one, right? So just from that bridge and then into the final chorus was very fitting, everyone. Oh my goodness. This is... Listen, the first couple of seconds when I got into the song, I'm like, this world is healing. Almost. You know? It got me feeling that way. That I have, like, faith in humanity again. Love the synthesizer work. We're 9 pieces of ourselves, sharing feelings between each other. Sometimes we cry, sometimes we laugh, turn our backs. And I feel like the importance of this is that, like, we're 9 pieces of ourselves, right? But as together, we share these feelings, right? And sometimes we cry together in moments, right? And then there's fruitful moments in life and in our careers where we can laugh and all and have a good time. Wow. However, as they bind together, they aim to chase that same light, the light at the end of the tunnel, which really reflects of, you know, finding success together, right? After walking through a long tunnel. See what I'm saying? Gave each other courage again and walked on straight. Vaughn, man. And this, like, sort of call out, I feel like, goes towards the fans. Like, please help me, and I'll be there for you. You know, vice versa, that kind of connection, that reciprocal connection. But the most, like, huge thing that I got out about this is self-expression. Them themselves individually and as a group, you feel me? So that is, this runs deep. This runs deep. Oh, that's string work. Whether that be synth string work or string work. Bit of whistling, acoustic guitar work, great drum kit work, percussion work. Oh my goodness. Verse 2. The plucks, the string plucks. I'm in love. I'll be the oil. I'll be the oil to fill up your emotions and ego. You make me bloom, a gift like a butterfly. Of course, there can be some loss in translation. The oil, I guess, is to energize you, you know. And you make me bloom and pretty much fly like and float like a butterfly, you know. Because that sort of reciprocal kind of connection is, I'm the flower, you help me bloom, because you came through like a butterfly as a gift towards me to bloom. Wow. The lyricism. It runs deep. Oh my goodness. And I gotta say, Vaughn, man special. He is so good at music production, right? And I can't even imagine behind the scenes, like in the talks with him in the recording room, how his thought process is when it comes to sound design. Like, he is a huge mastermind and plays a huge integral part in this group, I believe. Strongly believe that. Bridge. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, that string work in the back. Being caressed ever so slightly. The song really opens up and gets you all vulnerable and touchy inside. Oh. Very heartfelt with it when it comes to the vocal direction and delivery, and honestly, it'd be really cool to see the behind the scenes with the likes of Vaughn, as well as, of course, Boombastic. Like, I could totally sense Boombastic's influence as well, considering those songs that I mentioned to you guys at the start of my coverage for Hana, for one, as well as you think about, like, how Boombastic has worked with the likes of 17 in the past before. Mind-blowing, am I right? But let's continue this roller coaster and ride that this will become, I'm sure of it, and dive into the next B-side now. So this next song is titled Michin Deshi, also known as Like Crazy. Now, I'm seeing High Season, the collective, working on this song. That really opened some eyeballs, not gonna lie, considering they have worked with many of my favorites. We're talking about A-Pink, at some point Kara, at some point Luna's VV and her song Every Day I Love You, iChillin's best B-side to date, La Luna. Like, come on, everyone. Like, either we're gonna get some good amount of modern day influences or a good amount of second gen influences. And if anything I learned from NINE.i, it just seems like so far they are very second gen coded, and especially due to Sweet Tune in the works coming into play for their title track. So let me bring it right up here right away, sorry, and let's go. Mission Bushy. Maybe taking a little bit of that pop rock route, maybe. Ooh, Joohyung? Great percussion work here. Just with that ringing, like wood block. Ooh, Taehyun. Wow, this is different, I've got to admit. Pre-chorus. Love this keyboard chords and playing the keyboard here. A little bit of organ work. Whoa! There's that second gen influence. This is crazy because I feel like with this song, bass line, snapping. Oh, the playfulness, the quirkiness in this song, I love it. Ooh. But yeah, like the fact that they're really bringing through them second gen influences with modern influences is everything. It's just that infectious energy that you don't get often anymore. Because pretty much every song that I'm getting from them is very melody driven and upbeat, which you don't get these days in modern day K-pop. Oh, that brass work, I love it. Okay. Hi-hat work, snare work. Neverland. Oh, the charisma by this member. Oh, just this kind of brass work, this vocal work. Oh my goodness. Na, 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 na. Yeah, some vocal moments. The kind of trip and twists and turns that we go through in this song is insane. Like, did I not just talk about like getting on a roller coaster ride for this album? Because this song really took that route with it, but especially due to the titling of the song. Taehyun, man, without a doubt, he stood out a lot to me when it comes to the rap moments in this song, everyone. And you know, you can correct me if I'm wrong in certain moments, because as like I said, lost in translation, color coded lyrics, yada yada yada. But I really love, before we get that verse 2, that brief interlude, just a brief break from the playfulness in the song and the roller coaster kind of direction that was taken upon this song, we get that interlude, right? A break, and then we get into verse 2 where it gets crazier and crazier as the song progresses. Not only that, the fact that we got another interlude before we got into the bridge that brought it to back to the chorus at one final climax was insane, because not often you get at all an interlude in the first place. 2 interludes in a song, that is crazy, everyone. I've got to admit, that is crazy, right? So all in all, this song very fun, but I feel like NINE.i, like especially with this song, puts the pop in K-pop. I'm serious, because like now these days, like how does one truly define K-pop, you know, with the Western influences, modern day trends and all, and how it has become oversaturated with, you know, sing talk up front in your face, the mentality of, oh, I'm the best and all, has become a huge thing and something that I don't mess with fully. I'm all for really strong choruses, memorable melodies, and also to be able to hear through and through the kind of emotions put in a song and the right intentions put in the song by any group or solo artist, as a matter of fact. And NINE.i is doing that for me. That is crazy that NINE.i is doing that for me, like hitting all the spots that I feel like I've been wanting and that the industry has been lacking in terms of musical releases and direction and all. So wow, you gotta give it for them for doing that. I gotta give it to them for doing that in this particular song and all their songs that I've listened to them by so far. Dun, 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 dun. Dial up. That ringing alarm clock. And I love that ringing, you know, whether that be a wood block, sort of like xylophone kind of work almost. That is so good, y'all. I feel like Jihyung, he probably has more moments in this than what we saw. Oh, the charisma. 시간 속에. Just the keyboard chords during this pre-chorus sets up the chorus so perfectly. Oh, that bass guitar. That bass. What's it called? I said it earlier. It's not the keyboard work, but it's more so of what is that? What is that? Not chapel. But you guys know what I'm saying. I'm gonna start thinking about it, what I said earlier. There's the brass work flourishing. Some string work. Primarily bright brass work. Na 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 na. Boom, boom, boom. Here comes interlude right here. First time around. I don't want to play. Some sampling of smashing the glass or something before we get into verse 2 here. I don't want to play. Play. Yo, okay. Happy-go-lucky whistling. I kind of imagine a performance for this song, how crazy fun it would get with the choreo. This is what I'm talking about, having a bombastic chorus, having a meaty chorus to remember upon first listen. Crazy. The longevity of the song is gonna be really good. Na 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 na. Now instead of the bass line, the bass guitar, we got the snare, hi-hat work here. And that was the interlude. Now we get in the bridge. The go climax. Come here. Oh, the roll down there. What a climax, am I right? It's all worthwhile the wait. So indeed, this song does take that theatrical, carnival, playful-like kind of movement to it, just to build it up for an amazing climax. Na, 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 na. Oh yeah, I was talking about the organ work, right? The organ and the keyboard work. I just remembered. So between the keyboard, the organ work, the bass guitar, the brass work, a great combination between those instrumentations and all coming into play for like crazy. This is a fun, energetic song, a great song to kickstart your day and get the rest of your day going. I've got to admit, as much as the rap work was really good in this, I really love the vocal work as well, and in terms of the energy that they brought into this song. But let's just dive into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Power Up, and I'm really looking forward to this song. The fact that I'm solely seeing Vaughn on the composing side, and then we got Vaughn and fellow member Joohyung on the lyrics, but then they got Boombastic coming through and helping out on the arrangement side. You gotta give it to the A&R and the people behind the scenes, like the creative team behind NINE.i, letting Vaughn take the wheel here pretty much, because let's be real here, how often are you seeing this in the credits when it comes to any of our favorite groups? Sure, we see it for soloists, but how about boy groups and girl groups? This is what I'm talking about. This is going to be probably really good as well. So I'm going to bring it up here right away, and let's go. I already have a good feeling about this song. Oh, right away. Quite upbeat already. Very bright with it. Very punchy drum kit work. Body. Ooh. Okay, where is this headed though? Oh my goodness, the synth strings in the back to the colorful delivery by the members in a bright manners, everything. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Oh, I'm already in love with this song. Just so bombastic with it. Haha. Verse 2. Yeah, love with the snare drum work. I love that snapping. The hooks are really strong in this song, I've got to admit, and very memorable. And then that singular synth string in the back adds so much to the song. Give me. And just the addition of power up in some moments, so beautiful. And so sweet. Bridge. Ooh. I'm anticipating for it. Oh, they're playing with us. Oh, yeah. There we go. The fact that I got a little bit of that sing-alongable factor upon first listen goes to show you how catchy and that due to the sing-alongable factor in this song truly is. You know what I'm saying? That sing-alongable factor makes the song really catchy, as well as the hooks. Truly well-deserved song to promote on the side for this era, I've got to admit. As is bringing this up, oh, I noticed that they're performing this and promoting the song as well, and this is due to how phenomenal this song is. I've got to give it to Vaughn, right? I got to give it to Vaughn on the composing side of things for coming through with a very bombastic, upbeat song. So far, the most upbeat and bombastic song coming off of this album, I've got to admit. And it just does the job for me. It just seems like it's that rainbow after, after the rain, right? Rainbow after the rain. And it seems like the song gives you like a sugary high and all. And in fact, the hooks really got me reminiscent of, like, not gonna lie, 2011, 2012, One Direction's, like, feel to it. I'm not talking about the likes of Gotta Be You, one of my favorite songs by One Direction back in the day, but the likes of, like, What Makes You Beautiful and such. I feel like you guys can piece it together if you're familiar of 2011, 2012 One Direction songs that have this kind of hook to it. There's a bit of that influence, yet, man, this kind of style coming from NINE.i really suits them. And there it goes to show you again, very melody driven, very upbeat. And I just feel like I'm getting more of a sense of what NINE.i is truly about in terms of their signature sound as we progress with this album. But the fact that they're doing this and still just seem like they're very second gen coded, like they're translating some second gen feels in their other songs and all. It's crazy to think about, and doing something like this where the hooks do more than its job, the melodies are memorable, the chorus is bombastic and all. There's no takeaways. Verse 2 is not too contrasting, and yet you get to anticipate for a crazy climax that plays with you a bit, and then has that crazy good release, and release that you've been waiting for is everything, everyone. I can't emphasize that enough, right? So I gotta give it to, Boombastic, as well as, of course, Joohyung in the works in terms of the lyrics as well. Boombastic, of course, on the arrangement side, I feel like the arrangement of the song was really well done, but I'm sure Vaughn came through into play in terms of vocal direction, considering that he's in the works, because most of the time singer-songwriters and producers are the ones that vocal direct the artists within the group or their fellow members, you know. So man, this is a really good song. Definitely that rainbow after a thunderstorm, rainbow after the storm. Very punchy drum kit work. This song is so far my favorite B-side off the album, not gonna lie. Beautiful pre-chorus that sets up the chorus too. Like, what's there not to love? But that's just life. And you just can't help but jive and dance along the song. And hear that singular synth string or synth in the back there that's being held. It adds so much texture to the song. It's back there for sure. That piece. That sort of like 8-bit piece sampling. You know, vocal effect was cute. Verse 2 adds even more to the song. Like, the energy does not ever let up. Like, the foot to the pedal does not let up, you know what I'm saying? It just keeps on going. Oh. Oh. These lyrics are so memorable upon first listen to. It's just got you feeling in a special way, whether that to be the pre-chorus, chorus. This was a cool bridge. P-O-R up. Yeah. I'll get louder. Like, how often you get these kind of climaxes in modern day K-pop songs? You don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the synthesizer work. There's a release. Power up. I'm really missing this in title tracks. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm missing this energy, sugary high, you know. Not necessarily bubblegum pop, but like hooks wise it is. But like chorus wise, energy wise, I'm missing that a lot in title tracks, and we need more of that. Let's be real here. We need more of that positive energy and all that infectious energy that really makes your day at the end of the day. But guys, let's continue this. So far, Power Up being my favorite B-side out of the bunch, even though I've been really loving every single B-side. No skip so far. But let's just get into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Appa, also known as Hurt. Now, I'm seeing Vaughn and Jaehyung back at it again in terms of the lyrics, and Vaughn back at it again. We love to see it. Although, I'm seeing one familiar name that I haven't seen in a hot minute, and that is Kang Myun-shin. Now, Kang Myun-shin has actually worked with one of my oldie but goldie boy groups out there, and that is B1A4. I remember the early days of B1A4, and specifically, right, Kang Myung-shin has worked on their song called A Lie. And for those who are familiar with that song and just the route that takes in that song, as well as what B1A4 has done in the past before, if I get any hints of that within this, I'm gonna go crazy. I am gonna go completely crazy, everyone. But I'm gonna bring it up here right away, Appa. Hurt. Let's go. Ooh, just a bit of angst right away by Vaughn. Filtered out voice, very distant here. Ooh, that hi-hat, drum kit work. Very rudimental with it. Ooh. Wow, the chord progression in this song is quite beautiful, yet mysterious, for sure. It's given 2000s influence. Like, I don't know how to pinpoint it. Early 2000s influence. Woo. Wow. Yeah, very angsty, dark with it. Ooh, too young. Man. And just how they drag the lines ever so slightly. Well, that 808 bass with Eden here. Distorting of the bass, yeah. Ooh. Man, I am just so transfixed with the vocal work in this song. Yet, I've got to admit, I'm anticipating the chorus again. Build up the snare drum work, very hard hitting. Oh, just the skittering movement. Honestly, one of the best choruses. Maybe the best chorus that I'm hearing off of the album. The emotion, just how they carry themselves. Oh. Whoa, what is the electronic work going on here with the electronic elements? Oh. Okay, and the fact that I'm getting a little bit of the hints of that influence that's talking about, linking back to B1A4. Whoa! What? The wubs and dubs that we get in this song. That's crazy. The synth string work. Oh! There's only some songs, sometimes, that really songs that really cut ya, that cut me deeply. Like, it rips you and it tears you apart. And the fact that not only lyrics wise come into play for this song, the cohesion between the lyrics to how they carry themselves, especially in the chorus, the vocal work, the angsty vocal work, and the emotion that's being poured into this. It does not get... You cannot replicate something like this in this day and age. Yet, however, NINE.i is out here doing this. You do not get this often these days. The fact that NINE.i has taken me back down slightly, a trip down back memory lane, and just hitting every single check mark on my list of what I want these days. That I'm sorry, but not sorry, that I still want to hear some of the influences that I got back in the earlier day to carry on. You can have a great song. You can have a 10 out of 10 song. But if you have that right kind of emotion and that cohesiveness, binding between the overall production, the lyricism, the vocal direction, and arrangement in the song, you have one special song, and that's Appa here. Without a doubt, the fact that this really hits you right away. First go around with verse 1, setting up us with the pre-chorus in the chorus is everything. And then it really sinks deep and deep. Like, it gets into you more and more once we hit the bridge, am I right? So, Appa Hurt has to be my favorite song, without a doubt. It's my favorite B-side, at least, coming off of the album. Wow. They're really translating second gen back into this day and age. Like, it doesn't scream second gen by any means, but just the emotion, how they carry themselves. I gotta break this down more with y'all. She's so bad. All she left were scars. Wait, why are we fighting? We used to love each other. This comes to, like, this realization moment in time and place where it's like, why the heck are we fighting with each other now, you know? We used to love each other before. This keeps on going in our relationship, and there's no solutions, it seems like. There's no wait, let's hear this fully. Oh, Eden. Man, Eden has such a nice tone, I've got to admit. Very distinct. Give me an answer so we can love each other. Please save me. Running till I drop, I'm out of breath. Just the delivery too, the 아파파, 아파파 내 심장. That is just so creative with it, you know. It's done in this sort of like heartbeat pounding kind of moment. And the fact that the skittering rush that we get with the 808 bass, the skittering hi-hats, the kick drum snare work, it just gives you off that like full-blown sprinting running motion of like running, trying to find and look for that help, you know what I'm saying? And just how they drag these lines to the emotion, the dragging the lines. You don't get this in vocal work in K-pop songs these days. Like, seriously. That's crazy. Ooh, Eden. Ooh, love the ring sampling there. The ding. Great ad-lib work too. Dipping that 808 bass. And the vocal layering, so immaculate with it. Okay, here we go again. Oh, it just cuts ya. Oh. You don't get that these days. Early 2000s, these wubs and dubs coming through, this electrifying moment. You don't get that. And then just that extra vocal area in the back. Okay, well, I wanna backtrack here. Just can hear every single line, every single word in this song. Hitting the bongo conga work. Oh my goodness, you don't get that. Do. Synthesizer work. Synth string work. Just when I thought this album couldn't be even better beyond what I've heard so far. Appa, without a doubt. So far, my favorite B-side by NINE.i to date. Mind you, I haven't listened to their entire discography yet and their previous albums. But this really cuts deep. And it really correlates to, I feel like, almost one-sided love almost. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but let's dive into the final B-side before we wrap things up and provide you guys my concluding thoughts and final thoughts in regards to this album by NINE.i. Let's just do that now. So this final B-side is titled Highschool Love. I noticed that they ended up performing this on NINE.i radio. We love to see it, everyone, but I'm going to bring it up here right away. Just mind you, we got Vaughn in the works, we got Joha, and Joohyung, yet again, we love to see it, everyone, but let me bring it up here, and let's go. Shakers, claps. Ooh, the keyboard work here. Something about Eden's voice. Oh, I love it. Cause I can, I've been hold your love in my arms. And every night, okay, it's picking up with this drum kit work. The added nuances, I love it. These English lines though, wow. My side. Kiss me more, sing my heart. I love you more than anyone else. Taste me more, you tremble. Oh, this is so sweet. It just seems like I'm in some sort of high school K-drama. Cause I feel younger, like high school lovers. High school lovers, we are high school lovers, we are high school lovers. Oh, this is tugging every right heartstring, I've got to admit. With a strum in here. Far or closer, not your lover in my mind. Every song sign not enough to pay my love for you. Every night, full English lines too. We love to see it. I will still be okay. I'll still run through many of any storms to get to you and say, baby, you're mine. Stay by my side. And it just seems like I've heard this song somewhere before. Like the fact that I can really get down the vocal direction in the song. It's crazy. High school lovers.
High school lovers. Feeling so younger. Think I'm in danger. We're high school lovers.
Oh my goodness. Bring it back. The synth string in the back. High school lovers. Think I'm in danger.
We're high school lovers.
I am heads over heels. I am heads over heels for NINE.i already. I am set. It's time to get into this group, everyone. Full stops. You know, as much as I loved Vaughn's moments in this song, Vari, right? Ooh, I loved his moments in this song, but the lyricism. I gotta see actually who's behind this particular song additionally in terms of the lyrics, because I'm not too familiar with them. So let's see if I can search up Joha. It's worked with me in the past before, but aside from that, has worked on NINE.i's High School Love. Okay. Additional people coming through. Kang Myung-shin. And I talked about working with B1A4 in the past before. Kang Myung-shin worked on the synthesizer work, as well as the piano. There was someone else on the guitar work. Oh my goodness. Chorus vocals, Vaughn. So good. So good. Just the way that they've done these kind of fitting patterns and themes, talking about love in their songs, I feel like they're pinpointing the right kind of patterns and themes in their songs, especially High School Lovers, which makes me wonder, right? In this kind of release, this is all about, you know, hanging on, hoping to, you know, correct things to be better and all. But I wonder if in the future they'll carry this sort of kind of pattern and release songs about moving on, you know what I'm saying? That would be really kind of cool in terms of their direction, in terms of if they do that for the next comeback for the album and all, or even title track wise. But for High School Lover, full English lyrics, sensical, sweet, what's there not to love, everyone? And it's very catchy, memorable. And then once we get into the bridge, right? Or no, it was pretty much them with the chorus yet again, and providing the sing-alongable, clap-alongable kind of manner, which was cool. That was such a special moment, y'all. So I'm gonna bring it up here yet again, go through it again. Shakers, claps, keyboard work / piano.
Everything's falling apart. Yeah, I've been falling for a while. Cause I can haven't hold your love in my arms. And every night, like all the seas push the waves, oh baby, tell me.
Just the chord progression in this song is so majestic. Stay by my side, my side. Take my heart, I love you more. Wrap your mind. Oh. Run away from this high. Oh. So clever with the lyrics.
Cause I feel younger, like high school lovers.
High school lovers.
We are high school lovers. We are high school lovers. Feel so younger.
Think I'm in danger.
We are high school lovers. So what could I do now? Teach me to win your heart.
This got me so nostalgic. Not gonna lie. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because honestly, I've been in the fields like this before. Very easy to listen to, relax with it in terms of production.
Kiss me more, stay my heart. I love you more than anyone else. Kiss me more, thrill my mind.
So on. Like you adore. So clever. High school lovers. You can just hear every single breath. Just how they bring it back together. So beautiful. Yeah, it just is so 2000s, you know, influence this song. Like a crazy lover, in danger, 'cause I feel younger. High school lovers, we are high school lovers, we are high school lovers, feeling so younger. Think I'm in danger, we're high school lovers. What a way to wrap up the album, honestly. So, all in all, no skip. And not gonna lie, I gotta give this album a 10 out of 10. It's that good. It is a masterpiece, everyone. Where to begin with this, okay? One unexpected way to kick off the album. But I love the lyricism, the lyrics in the song. Gotta give it to Vaughn solely on the lyrics for that song. Just that meaningful connection of all of them, the way they express themselves, and all that connection is just so beautiful and bombastic in the works with Vaughn on the composing side. We love to see it like crazy. More so, even more second gen influence. One of the most second gen influenced tracks out of the bunch, I've got to admit. Had that theatrical manner going on to it in a roller coaster kind of manner. Then you anticipate for the high climax and all power up. Wow, truly that rainbow after a storm and all, and just all that energy. You don't get that sugar high energy anymore when it comes to K-pop title tracks or in general. The hooks just do it for me. The melodies, very upbeat, melody driven and all. I love that song so much. But then Appa hurt really cut deep down inside of me. It took me back down memory lane a bit. Very angsty with it. Has a bit of that 2000s influence, as much as there is a different 2000s influence with High School Love and all. And I forgot, Power Up, the hooks in that song did give me a little bit of that One Direction hook, you know, influence. And back in the 2011, 2012, or even 2013 days, I would say more so 2012, 2011. I would say that kind of years, if I recall correctly, if I'm thinking about the timeline correctly right now. But the fact that we get some early 2000s, mid 2000s influence, second gen influences in this group. Their choruses do not miss, their melodies. It seems like the melodies are very driven in their songs. You don't get that often. The hooks do more than its job. The vocal work is phenomenal. The rap is memorable, adds contrast and textures to their songs, yet doesn't take away from their songs by any means. They have it all on the forefront. It's just a matter of time of more people recognizing their craft and what they're doing this day and age. Now, unfortunately, I don't think there's that many people like me who've come from the earlier gen, who started early, assumingly, who's missing this kind of style of music, right? Don't get me wrong, right? I just feel like I'm getting more sense of the NINE.i's signature sound, but they're really taking like me back down memory lane with all of their music so far, title track wise, and some of their B-sides, and ticking every check mark on my list that I've been wanting and longing for of what I want in any particular song, everyone. But this is how it goes in terms of my favorite B-sides. Appa Hurt, #1 favorite B-side so far by them, and on this third mini album, New Mind. Then I'd have to go Power Up. Then I would have to go One, and then High School Love, tied with Like Crazy. I think those are my favorites. Turn Up, still in the forefront, but Appa Hurt, oh my goodness, that song is so special, so one of a kind and off. And it is, can we appreciate how Vaughn is getting this creative freedom, and in fact that he's doing this and helping out the group on the composing side, on the arrangement side sometimes, on the lyrics especially. It is rare to get a member in any group to do that early in their careers, matter of fact, and just in general. I think about earlier gen groups, and they have some of those members, and in fact still to this day some of them still produce and do lyrics for certain groups out there. But like, we're talking about a member that is this multifaceted and talented and has this skills, right amount of skill set to do something like this for a whole group is crazy to think about, right? So I gotta give it to Vaughn. I gotta give it to the likes of Jihyung helping out in the lyrics as well and all, and the fact that we got the collective sweet tune for the title track, we got Bombastic. We need to hear them work together again in the future, because I feel like this is a whole match made in heaven per se. But let me know your thoughts, everyone. I think the wait was worth it for this comeback by NINE.i. I really hope more people get into them and really wake up, because I feel like this is what we need more in K-pop, at least to balance out the upfront in your face sing talk tracks, you know what I'm saying, or chant heavy songs and title tracks and all. You don't get that from NINE.i. NINE.i is a breath of fresh air, simply to put it, and all. And let me know your thoughts, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, as it goes a long way and helps out the channel so much, and just warms my heart connecting with y'all in the comment section down below in regards to NINE.i's third mini album, New Mind. Be sure to let me know your favorite B-sides in the comment section down below, and if you were able to relate with any of my statements or comments today in regards to any of these tracks or this album as a whole. Take care as always. This has been Garrison, and peace.